Any goal that you want to achieve, anything that you want to achieve, I want you to think about it right now. And part of what I want you to do, I want you to visualize the goal being accomplished. I want you to think about something that drives you, something that compels you. Nietzsche said, if you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. And so I resigned from the Ohio legislature. I was chairman of the Human Resource Committee, the Education Committee. I had a promising political career. I enjoyed politics, but I loved my mama. And I promised her, Mama, when you need me, I'll be here. And so I resigned. I went back to take care of Mama, and I had to find something to do. And I had to find something that was me. Now, mind you, I don't have a college education. I never worked for a major corporation. And I wanted to speak and motivate and help people and speak for major corporations like Dr. Norman Vincent Peale and Zig Ziglar and Tom Peters and all the other people that I saw out there, Tony Robbins. And I'm encouraging you to take action. I took action. There's some of you who want to do what I do, who want to speak. And let me share something that I've learned from Corona. If there's something you want to do, take action. Do it now. Had a friend that was sick, and I kept saying, I'm going to see him. And he passed. I didn't take action. Had the opportunity to do it, but I did not take action. See, this thing called life, we don't know what's going to happen from one moment to the next, and we know that. We've had the rug snatched out from under us. If there's something in your heart that you want to do, listen to me. Do it now. Miles Monroe, let me tell you, one of the most profound statements I enjoyed hearing him say, rob the cemetery of your gifts, of your dreams, of your talents, of your art, of your book, of your leadership. Rob the cemetery. Don't take that stuff with you to the grave. God didn't choose you out of 400 million people to just come here, pay bills, die, and take that stuff with you. No. You are here for a purpose, to make the world a better place, to do the greater work. So you got to get an attitude, because in order to live your dreams, you've got to be focused, clear what you want, and you got to take action. I was clear. This is what I'm going to do to take care of my mother. This is how I'm going to generate the money to do this. I knew working a job wouldn't do it, wouldn't get it. 95% of people who filed bankruptcy last year did so because of medical expenses. So I wanted to do something that was me, and I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. Do something that's you, something that you enjoy, something that excites you when you think about it. When I get up in the morning, I say, all things work together for good for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. And Lord, whatever I face today, together you and I can handle it. Takes some action. But I could have waited and said, well, let me find some things that I can do to get the money so that I can fly. No. George Washington Carver said, do what you can where you are and what you have and never be satisfied. And he was right. If I couldn't afford to do it, I couldn't afford not to do it. I couldn't afford not to invest in myself and tell people you need to invest in yourself. I could not afford to tell people, oh, you need to do something that's beyond your comfort zone, and you'll discover a part of yourself that you don't know right now, if I wasn't willing to be a make it happen person. I'm going to teach people how to make it happen, and I wasn't making it happen. And I did it. I made it happen. See, when you make the commitment to do something, don't worry about it. Oh, I don't have the money. Don't worry. Somebody, if you're committed and you do what you're supposed to do, you do what you are called to do, somebody will invest in you. What you have to do is do what you can do with what you have. And always find ways in which you can improve on that, because you don't know who's watching you. I made the commitment that I was going to do it, And I did it. Now here's something else. This is key. This is key. Look at the people that you communicate with most, family members and friends. Look around at the people in your life, people who call you the most, people that you talk to the most. And if they don't inspire you and they're in your inner circle, you have created a cage for yourself. What do you mean by that? You earn within $2,000 to $3,000 of your closest friends. You want to have an inner circle of people that when you look at them, you are inspired. When you look at them, you get fired up, okay? But if you are surrounded by people that's on your level or below, you're restricting yourself. People rub off on you. Sidney Poitier, please come forward. I love his book, The Measure of a Man. He said, when you go for a walk with someone, something happens. Either you adjust to their pace or they adjust to your pace. Whose pace have you adjusted to? I can't say that enough. Whose pace have you adjusted to? You survived the coronavirus and you're still here? 400,000 people gone? You are here. You've been chosen to do the greater work. And so get some help. If you know how to do it, you would have done it by now. And get some help from somebody that's accomplished, somebody that's achievement driven, someone that inspires you. You have greatness in you, and you want to be in an environment that inspires that greatness, that brings it out, that challenges you, that introduces you to a part of yourself that you don't know right now. You can't see the picture when you're in the frame. You're not listening to me by accident. This is a God moment. Everything I'm saying, you already know it. It's already in you. It's common sense, but not common practice. And what Corona has done is served notice. Hey, you're going to leave here one day. Nobody's figured out how to get out of life alive. Live life while you can, manifesting your greatness in all the dimensions of your life. Yeah, and that's how to go out. This is the time for self-awareness. This is the time saying, speak, Lord, thy servant heareth thee. Talk to me. There's something I'm supposed to do. If you're struggling and going through a tough time right now, say, look, you didn't bring me through this period where we are just to be stuck. I need you to deliver some angels to help liberate me. I need some insight. I need a revelation. I need you to talk to me. I'm quiet. I'm getting still. Speak to me. See, this is the time. But most people are so caught up in the distractions. You want to be productive. Keep thine eyes single. You want to be actively engaged to doing something great with your life. That's where we are. This space here, the fact that you're not a number of those people, and my heart goes out to them and their families, of that 400,000 that's out of here, you are still here to help some people. I've been dealing with fourth stage cancer for years. I'm helping people who are struggling with cancer to let them know it's not a death sentence. Doctors determine the diagnosis. God determines the prognosis. And so when they see me still actively engaged, I'm still here for people my age that's in their 70s that say, whoa, this guy's still active. This guy is still living and doing things and making a difference and building a legacy and living a life that will outlive him. Engage with his children and not calling them for car gas money, or he's still making an impact, living a life that will outlive him. And so you say, wait a minute, I want to do something too. I got some stuff in me. I've got some ideas in me. I've got some inventions in me. And you do. Bring them out. Bring them out. This, you have to, sometimes you have to grab yourself in the collar and say, come on, get serious. Michael Jackson was right. You got to look at that man or that woman in the mirror and say, hey, get serious. You've been seriously not serious. You've been wasting valuable time. Get serious. Take control of yourself. You don't have the luxury of being reckless or procrastinating or putting things off or being intimidated by fear or being depressed. Come on, snap out of it. You got work to do, the greater work. Yes, you do. That's why you're listening to me.